Exciting, everyone, because a New Year's tradition in the South Sound for the whole family is returning this year.
Yeah, it is called First Night Tacoma, and David Fischer from Tacoma Arts Live is here to talk about it. First of all, thanks for making the trip. We appreciate it.
Good morning.
If someone has, they're new to the area or they're not, but they haven't heard about it, what is First Night Tacoma?
First Night has been going on mostly for about 30 years in downtown Tacoma, and it sparks up the historic theater district with all sorts of different stages and venues and performances and parades and all this kind of thing on New Year's Eve, and welcomes in. It's family friendly, and it's filled with diverse activities, and kids under 11 are free, and it's alcohol-free.
Alcohol-free,
So it is family friendly.
And it's returning this year.
That's
I
right.
remember last year, right? It didn't happen.
It didn't happen last year. You know, it's been a volunteer-run program, and that's always a tough hill to
Sure,
climb.
yeah.
This year, we're really happy to step back in and get it sparked up, get it going.
So
wonderful.
One of the first things I did when I came back, I grew up here but came back for the job about 3 years ago. We went to Tacoma, interviewed a lot of people, and I didn't know that the sort of theater and arts culture is stronger there than I frankly realized. Does this kind of signify what the community is about in a way?
Absolutely. It's one of the strongest in the United States.
Yeah.
You know, for a city of 215,000 people, we have more museums and more theaters and more performances per capita than any city our size.
Isn't that crazy?
It's pretty amazing.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it's
Speaking of that, though, you also have the world's shortest parade.
Yeah, we like to launch with a bang on New Year's Eve. So we do. We have the world's shortest parade, goes for about 3 blocks, and everybody is welcome to participate.
Why just 3 blocks? Why not make it like longer? Just because you can be in the record book?
We want to get to the meat of the thing, you know, so we want to
get to the heart
go
of
and
it.
get performances going. But it's really fun because the whole community comes out and we march along, and there's puppets and bands and all that kind of thing. And this year we're having former Congressman Norm Dix will be the Grand Marshal for that parade.
Okay.
I don't know if you can call Grand Marshal for the shortest parade. He's the Marshal.
He's the mini Marshal.
That's right. He's the mini Marshal.
He's the, what do they say,
It will
short
be,
latte, like the short.
That's right. So we'll be paying tribute to him.
And you also are kind of moving it forward for kids. I have a 10-year-old who they might not be as geeked about it, but it's interactive in a way that maybe hasn't been before.
That's right. Yeah, lots of hands-on activities for kids, and also all throughout the venues. And then at 9 p.m. we'll do the kids countdown. We'll zap them over to New York City, and we'll do a countdown
nice.
for midnight.
Right.
And then the wee ones can go to sleep, and we'll celebrate for another 3 hours. So at midnight, we'll have the Tacoma Refugee Choir singing, and then we'll wrap up with Old Lang Syne and fireworks. It's really going to be a fun day. The music we have on, we've got about 14 different venue zones going. And we've got so much great music and dance. And for those who want to avoid the polar plunge on New Year's Day, you can come and do the Norwegian Ice Walk.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
Well, that's where you only get your feet cold. So you roll up, it works for me too, although it'll still get you going. Yeah. So it's you roll up your pants and you walk through an ice field that they've created.
Ooh.
So it's going to be fun.
So how do you go? I mean, if there are parents, like for me, I have a young kiddo, so we're not making plans till the day of a lot of times, depending on nap schedules and all those things. So how can I go if I want to go and I don't want to plan for it today?
I have the same nap schedule. It's great. You can buy buttons for adults. Again, kids under 11 and under are free, and then adults buy a button. You can do that online at Tacoma Arts Live, or you can do that if you live in Tacoma. You can stop by Stadium Thriftway and pick them up there as well. So the button gives you access to all the internal spaces like our KNKX studio or the Rhodes building, which will have the Tacoma Night Market, which has become a phenomenon in the South Sound. It's just crazy. And so lots of merchants and lots of art and craft sales and things like that. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Great option. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
If I wasn't working the next day at 2 a.m., I would go, but I'm going to have a different sort of New Year's celebration at 7 p.m.
Well, you could leave at 9. You could be on New York Times.
No, not even. Thank you so much for coming in. We really appreciate it,
Thanks
and
for
have a
having
happy New Year.
And glad
you
it's
too.
back. Glad it's back.
All right.